on a comptabilisé en 2003-2004 une affluence moyenne journalière de 32 camping-cars sur tout au long de l'année, alors qu'on peut en accueillir que 18. Donc pour vous dire que si on avait fait une aire de camping-car du double, eh ben, elle aurait été aussi saturée, quoi.
We stayed here for 3 times, and this is the 4th time, and it's a beautiful place.
People from Europe would look for them anyway.
Yeah, lots of people in Europe are used to using Stellplatz. People coming from abroad, they'll certainly go for them, I'm sure.
There should be more places for caravan owners, motorhome owners, and I think we'd get a lot more tourists in this country, really do.
In comparison, the English and the French, well, we haven't got that many French people coming over compared to English motorhomes, you know, going over to France. Even if, you know, we promote the destination and we encourage them, whether it's, yes, by promoting the you know, special areas in England or by, for us, you know, lowest fare, this kind of thing. But there's so much you can do, then after, it's not, you know, you can't go any further if they have nowhere to go.
Tutta sinistra! Tutta sinistra!
I have a book with some places in England, but there are very few. So it was not different to decide to go to France or Belgium, where there are many places for campers to stay free.
We've had letters into the magazine from people from Germany, Australia, saying they're just really surprised we don't have that kind of thing here.
When you have some facilities to stay with a camper car as well, then I would go with a camper car as well.
Now we've enjoyed an incredible period of growth in this industry where our sales of new vehicles alone has doubled in the last 5 years.
Market predictions say that over the next 4 or 5 years it could go from its current level of around 8,000 to up to 11,000 vehicles. That's new vehicles.
What people sort of always fail to grasp is that motorhomes go on forever because people don't use them as they use their cars.
In the last 4 weeks I have gone out, sold me second-hand one and bought a new one.
You can see there's a huge number of people out there. We reckon there are at least 140,000 vehicles, motorhomes, in use today.
It's not just the UK where there's been a big growth in motorhomes. I mean, in Germany and France, the growth is much, much bigger.
There are something like, I would say, about well over 1 million motorhomes in use on the continent. Yeah, it's a lot of vehicles. It's a lot of vehicles.
I put that into a context of 1 million potential tourists to come into the UK,
where perhaps 5 or 10 years ago, motorhomes were a tiny part of the sort of the overall scene in tourism terms. They're growing, and we expect them to continue to grow.
I think it shows we are missing out badly as an industry and as a tourist destination unless we do something.
Why aren't we treated fairly? You know, it's almost like you can feel very unwelcome as a motorhome in this country.
You have golf clubs for some people, you have camping facilities for others. What about proper facilities for motorhomes as well?
Don't make us have to go to Europe all the time. Try and make being in the UK easier.
C'est un mode de vacances qui se démocratise et qui s'élargit de plus en plus. Il est évident que pour toutes les villes en France comme au Royaume-Uni, il est nécessaire d'avoir ce type de structure pour accueillir ces camping-caristes.
An exemption from the requirement of a stopover to be a caravan site would be a first step along the way to achieving as the service and stopovers.
If local authority owns the land, theoretically you don't need a camping licence to let people stay there as a campsite. So what we're saying is places like car parks that aren't used overnight, you know, it wouldn't be that hard legally to designate them stopover sites.
We want specific parking facilities for motorhomes, both in supermarkets and in towns.
I would like to see perhaps even our motorway service stations doing more to accommodate motorhomes and caravanners. It would be relatively easy for them to start the ball rolling with stopover sites, given the facilities that they have and their land ownership alongside the motorway.
I think we can be able to say, yeah, the UK is a fantastic tourist destination, and we've done this and this and this, and we've made our car parks more easily, and we're now as good as anybody in Europe. I'd like to see that, but that's positive.
I think most authorities that are progressive enough to realise that there is a need to provide these facilities would seriously consider provision of such facilities.
They want more, yes, the service in Scotland and in England.
Le camping-car, c'est l'avenir. C'est l'avenir et c'est la retraite, la liberté.
Est-ce que la vie a des regrets pour faire ce parking?
Oui, elle regrette de ne pas l'avoir fait plus grand.